You know very well that we have done a few programs on why the economy in South Sudan is bad and what can be done to rescue the country. We kept on saying that changing ministries of finance or changing governors of the central bank, that is not going to solve anything. It is not going to solve anything because the problem is not with the Ministry of Finance per se or who is in the central bank. The problem comes from the top leadership of the country, and that is with President Kiir himself. He has not been able to provide a vision of where the country is going. He has not articulated an economic agenda where the country should be going, and he has not created a culture of respecting rule of law. That is, if the budget is passed, it should be implemented as it is passed. And then, more importantly, he has encouraged a culture of corruption that is directly led by him and his family. As you all know, resources are being diverted from the budget to finance ARC. And ARC is just a reinvention of ABMC. And ABMC, as you all know, and those of you who have read the book as we have gone through it, this is a company that is more or less owned by Salva Kiir directly. So he's the one that is stealing from the country directly through Bol Mil. Bol Mil is the middleman through which the resources are diverted to him. When you look on the taxation, as I keep on saying, the contract for collecting non-oil revenues has been awarded to a company led by his own daughter, Adut Salva Kiir. So Adut is the one that collects the taxes, and then she decides how much to keep and how much to give to the government. So there is no way, no matter who you bring to the Ministry of Finance under these circumstances, that economic situation in the country would improve. And also, we are building on years and years of bad practice, where corruption has been encouraged as the only system in the country. Right now, corruption has entered every sphere of life in South Sudan. And this is why we say the country has been destroyed. It's not that the destruction has been physical. Of course, there is the physical destruction. We cover this in the program. We talk about the massacres in Juba, the killing of Nuer in 2013, going door to door. We talk about the intercommunal violence, how tribes are being armed so that they can kill and finish one another. We talk about the politics of how groups are manipulated and turn against one another. We talk, of course, about the unknown gunmen and what has been happening, where people are shot simply for opposing the government or saying different views. All of those are physical destruction of the country. And they are real because they cost life of the people. But they are nothing compared to the moral and spiritual destruction of the country. What has really happened under this regime of Salva Kiir is that the morals of South Sudanese people have been completely destroyed. All of us have become thieves as people. We have become matograbs. We are bribed. Our own resources are used to bribe us so that we commit terrible deeds. We become people who spy on one another and who go and report their own brothers, their own uncles, their own relatives to the authorities so that they can earn a living. This is the real destruction that has happened because a society is made up of its values. And we as people of South Sudan, although we have always been poor, we have always lacked access to material wealth, to technologies, to development. We were always proud of our values as a people. But these values are what Salva Kiir has destroyed. And that is the real destruction that has happened. And this is why we keep saying that leadership is not just about policies. It's not about implementing the right policies, but it's also about setting the right example.